So, dear children, today we will read the last topic of our first chapter of history, that is geographical location. So, we can see in this map given on page number 7, all the physical features are given. We all know that dark brown color is for mountains, yellow is for desert, green is for fertile land. All these fertile land. This is the northern part of India, as we can see the directions. This part is north, this is south, and this is east, and this is west. So we can see here in the northern parts, we can see the Himalayas, which act as barriers for us. They protect us from various things. We will read in this chapter. And downside there are all three sides. South is surrounded by all water bodies: Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, and here is Indian Ocean, we can see here. So all these three parts, India is surrounded by water, so it is called peninsular India. We all know this, we have learned in previous classes also. So let's start. Geography has played a vital role in shaping the history of the world and India. It determines how a particular area develops. India and its neighbors. Who are the neighbors? Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, and Bhutan. These are the neighboring countries of India. So all these 5 neighboring countries together known as Indian subcontinent. It is known as Indian subcontinent. Which countries? Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, and Bhutan. These together made Indian subcontinent because the combined topography of all these countries is almost as vast as that of a continent. What is the meaning of topography? We can see here. Topography, the arrangement of the natural and artificial physical features of an area. So all these countries together constitute the Indian subcontinent, as the combined topography of all these countries is almost as vast as that of a continent. First point is, there are numerous rivers. So we can also see in India also there are numerous rivers, fertile river valleys, high mountains, desert, and plains in India. We all know so many rivers are also here: Ganga, Yamuna, Tapi, Narmada, Kaveri. So many rivers are there, and their river valleys are also there. High mountains, we can see high mountains here. And desert area, we all know desert areas also here in Rajasthan, and plains in India. In the north, the Himalayas act as natural barriers, and rest of the country is surrounded by water on 3 sides. I have told you here. So these mountains act as natural barriers, and all these 3 parts are surrounded by water. The passes in the mountains act as routes, allowing people to undertake journey for trade, battle, and travel. So in these mountains there are some passes also, and they act as routes for the people to undertake journey for trade, for business, for battle also, and for traveling also. Many nations have used sea routes because this is ocean, these are all oceans. So many nations have used sea routes along the coast of India for trade as well as for social and cultural interaction. So many people came to India along the sea routes, and entered in India for some social interaction or cultural interaction or for trade. In the ancient times, people chose to live near rivers such as the Indus, Ganga, and Narmada. Why they prefer to live near the rivers? Because the rivers provided water for people's need. The land near them was fertile for irrigation, and they also served as a means of transport. So they mostly lived near the rivers. First of all, Indus Valley civilization also we have read before also. So at that time people lived near rivers so that they can get water for their personal needs, for domestic needs, for irrigation, and also they served as a means of transport. As you progress in your study, you will understand how the geography of India brought about some of the most significant events in our history. So further we will read, then we will come to know how these features help India to progress and to become a good nation. Now you can see downside. This is the palm leaf manuscript. It is handwritten. Palm leaf, it is written on the leaf, palm leaf, and it is manuscript. It is handwritten and it is original. You can see the picture.